What's up, guys? It's your boy Kazaris back with another fun little deck profile, and today we have Inzektors. I cogged with this list, but just a big disclaimer: it is not as good anymore with Kiteroid being so prevalent, because this is like an OTK variant because you just attack directly and try to kill your opponent that way. But obviously, attacking direct isn't as potent now because Kiteroid will stop 2 direct attacks, and that kills the whole deck. But I managed to string together 5 wins in a row to hit King of Games and not run into any Kiteroids. So this is the list. Only 2 Hornet because it's good to see, but if you just open Hornet by himself, then he's not that great. So 2 is fine because at the very least you can search him with Centipede. There's no way to really get him to Grave in this deck. If you played the Neos variant, which is probably better. There would be a way to consistently get Hornet to Grave, and then you would only need to play 1 just because you'll only ever need to see 1. But yeah, definitely not a 3 of, I don't think, especially in such a small deck. Like in 40 cards, definitely 3 of, but like in the TCG back in 2012. But now in Duel Links, I only think you need 2. So 3 Centipede is the mandatory. He's going to be your searcher. So all of the Inzektors have the clause where they can once per turn equip an Inzektor from either their grave or the hand to the one on the field, and then while they're equipped, they also have effects. So Centipede will equip, and then when an equipped card is sent from the graveyard while equipped to him, you can search for any Inzektor card, so either the spells or traps here or any monster. And then while he's equipped to an Inzektor, that level's increased by 3. Not relevant. Only really relevant back when we could play Beatdown, but not so much now. Hopper is pretty good because he can equip an Inzektor, or while he's equipped, monster's level is increased by 4, and then you can send him as an equipped card from the field to the graveyard to allow that monster to attack directly, and then that will trigger Centipede. So the main OTK, and then the Gigamantis is I just play 1 of it to search it because it makes the original attack of the monster it's equipped to 2400, and he can equip from the hand to that monster. Like, you don't have to use the monster's effect on the field to equip him, he can just do it himself. And then if he's sent to the grave while equipped to a monster, you can special summon an Inzektor from your graveyard, except himself. So the main OTK combo is to summon Centipede, and then use double attack to discard Hopper and target Centipede. Now double attack will allow you to discard a monster card from your hand to the graveyard, and then select a monster on your side of the field with a lower level than the discarded monster, and then it can attack twice. So you'll summon Centipede, discard Hopper with double attack. Centipede will be able to attack twice then, and then you'll use his effect to equip Hopper from Grave. Hopper effect to send it to Grave to allow Centipede to attack directly. Search Gigamantis, equip Gigamantis, and attack directly for 2400 twice. That's the main combo. But because of Kiteroid, I didn't want to focus too heavily on that, so I'm only playing 2. I have the option if I see it, but I don't want to open multiples, and I don't want to open it with a bunch of back row and then just have it be a dead card. We're playing 3 Cocoon of Ultra Evolution because Metamorphosed Insect Queen is pretty cool. The deck struggles to out Cocytus. However, you can still just attack directly. You don't even have to out the Cocytus. That's the cool thing about the deck. It doesn't really worry about monsters too much, just more so back row. But you can just poke direct, bait everything. Just play around the monsters completely. Doesn't matter too much. But Metamorphosed Insect Queen is really cool. So in this deck, she can only be summoned with Cocoon of Ultra Evolution. But she reads, if another insect-type monster is on the field, your opponent cannot target insect-type monsters you control with card effects, and they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So if you can get into a position where you have the Insect Queen along with Centipede that can attack direct, even through back row, that's going through. They can't target with Canadia, Econ. I guess they can Drowning. They can Drowning it, but Drowning's not really relevant anymore. Canadia, can't Econ. They could flood the initial Queen summon, but at that point you're just going to get in direct with your monster that you summon afterward. But yeah, so she protects the monsters, and she'll generate a token at each of the end phases, which will keep that. It's an insect token, so it'll keep that immunity during both players' end phases if they manage to kill the token and then pass, and then you just generate another one. And then if she attacked, you can tribute a monster, and then she can attack an opponent's monster once again in a row. So that's another use for the tokens that she generates. Pretty cool. You're playing the 1 Zektahawk and the 1 Zektacalibur. Zektahawk is a searchable Acts of Despair that gives them an Ancient Gear effect, where your opponent can activate spell or traps when they attack. And then Zektahawk is an 800 attack boost. And it's pretty cool. It's a little bit of recursion. When it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target an Inzektor monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. It doesn't have to be sent while equipped to a monster. So like if the monster dies while it's equipped, it'll just trigger because it left the field. Whereas like majority of like the Inzektor effects, the monster has to leave while they stay on the field, kind of thing. 2 Cyclone just to trigger switcheroo. You could play 3. I didn't really like. I guess you could cut a Cocoon and play 3 Cyclone maybe, but I just figure Cocoon's pretty cool because you can. It also gives you a draw in the grave, so you'll use it to tribute a monster, an insect type monster that has an equip card equipped to it. So like all of these Inzektors are counted as equip cards while they're equipped to other Inzektors. So that's an archetypal advantage to summon Queen, and then you can banish it from the grave. And then target an insect type monster in the grave and shuffle it into the deck and draw a card. It's pretty cool. And then 1 Tretch just because I had space. Like you could cut the Tretch, put in 3 Cyclones, but I just wanted one way to, or I just figured cutting a Cyclone for a Tretch is fine. It's not that big a deal. I didn't notice it too much. You can always trigger switcheroo by taking damage as well, because you have like Queen as a brick, opening like multiple Cocoons as a brick, or double attack that's dead as a brick, or just like multiple Inzektors that you can't really do anything with as a brick. So like just getting rid of cards that you don't really need to try and see cards that you do need is really nice. So that's the deck. Let's get into some duels. Alright, so we are up against a Yami Merrick. Our hand is not very good. If we draw Centipede or Centipede, ideally Hopper would be a fine draw as well. Or we could draw Cyclone and maybe trigger a switcheroo. We'll see what happens. Like worst case, we just draw another monster to equip Hornet to. Like it can even be another Hornet, and then we can trigger Cocoon of Ultra Evolution, Centipede. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, mate. No delay. All right, so I'm going to use his effect to equip the Hornet. Use Hornet's effect to pop the back row. Centipede's effect to grab. I could grab Mantis. I think I'm just going to grab a Zektahawk. Yeah, so this is cool. So I'm just going to equip this here. Attack over this monster. Hopefully it's nothing that would deal with the Centipede. Because then we can just force... Okay. So now we can use the Cocoon of Ultra Evolution, tribute this to summon Queen from the deck, and then Zektahawk will trigger to add back the Centipede to our hand so that we can do the Hornet play on the following turn. We also get the smack for 28 direct, and then generate a token. Awesome. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, so he's up. 4-star Ladybug, but why? It's not even a Shadow game. What is it? Don't know. Is this man just like playing first box cards? Oh, it's right back at you. Okay. So we just stretch here then. We can pop our own token and the Behemoth. Okay. Interesting. Gonna use Queen again, just reset up that token. Okay, now we just Centipede, Hornet, pop that. Interesting. Centipede effect. Grab Mantis. Equip. And equip. Nice. Smack. Big fat 3400. Get farmed. Alright, that was a weird deck, but good exhibition match just to show what the deck can do. Pretty cool. Alright, let's do another one. Alright, we are up against the Situ Kaiba. Playing Branded Keith. That's not That's not what he sounds like. Sounded more like Hasselberry. Good hand. Centipede equip Hornet. Hornet effect, pop something. Centipede effect, search. It's a +1. Drawing Cyclone would be nice. Wait a minute. So is that close? There's got to be a close there, right? Oof. So I guess I just... because that's lethal. Oof. I feel like there's got to be a close face down. So I'm just going to summon Centipede, see if there's any delay. There's not any delay. So I'm just going to summon, I'm just going to equip this. I'm not going to use any effect. I'm just going to attack. Playing it safe. I'm just going to attack. If there is a delay here, there's not any delay. Okay, attack. Then I'm going to use Ultra Evolution. Tribute to summon Big Bitch. Attack again. Now in phase I can use Queen's effect safely. Cool. Alright, now next turn I can Hopper equip Hornet if I so choose. Nice. Played around close. Like we could have, like, if we weren't afraid of anything, we could have Centipede equip Hornet and then start to slowly pick apart his field, but again, like, there's no reason to. I was able to attack over his monsters because Blackwing plays Close and Cyclone maybe, and Tretch, and like he could have. I guess he could have Tretched his own Crisp, but like once we equipped that equip spell, like we could have just dodged it easily. Let's do another one. All right, we're up against a Weavile. Weavile Underwood. So activate Parasite. Okay, that's fine. Really doesn't do much to us at all. Like the type change at least doesn't matter in the deck. We can use the Parasite more so in this deck than any other deck, I think. But yeah, like if we do draw it like the worst, it just take 1,000 damage and it cucks our draw for the turn. But that's about it. So we do have the... So he's going to Neos Fusion here. So if we draw a double attack, we have a good chance of winning. Unless he sends Kiteroid here. Oh. Mirror match. Interesting. So he sent Hornet. Okay, so we're better off, I guess. So we also drew the Hornet. Okay. Interesting. You got a glossy one. Damn. So we can activate. So like we could try and pop that, but it's not going to go through. So I'd honestly rather just equip this and boost our Centipede really high. Yeah, we can boost. I'm gonna grab the Mantis because this is reusable from the grave at the very least. So equip the Mantis, make him 24. Equip this, make him 32. I really just don't care about. Yeah, so he has 2 in hand. I'm just gonna smack him directly. I don't. Yeah. Get out my face. So not quite lethal. If we saw double attack was lethal because he didn't have the Kiteroid. If we saw If we saw Zektahawk, it was also lethal. So I'm just gonna pop these right away. No reason to let him keep the Centipede at all. Tretch was much more useful than Cyclone in that instance. I mean, like, we could have just Cyclone the Hornet, sure. But I'd rather just get rid of the Centipede altogether. He's just going to scoop it up, I guess. Yeah. Easy enough. Attack. Cool. Alright. Weird mirror match. Did not expect that, but we won that pretty decisively. Cool. Let's do one more. Alright. Alright, we're up against a Yugi Muto. Muto. Going first, so probably ties that bind. Our hand is fine. Obviously not ideal. I'm just going to equip the Mantis just to give Centipede a better chance of living. Yeah. Drawing Hopper would be the best, because then we can still do the OTK. And if he does have back row, we can just add the Zektahawk this time. So I don't think he's going to out it. So he's just going to set 3 back row and pass. Oh, he's going to summon Triamid Master. Okay. So it's tie that binds Triamid. Okay, not balance. Okay. Does he have the field spell? Oof. This is why you play balance. They always set the pulse in the middle, but I don't think... I'm not worried about a pulse. Oh, I hit it anyway. Okay. Never mind. Ooh, we did draw the Hopper. Wow. That was broken. Okay, double attack, discard, target. Activate effect. Equip the Hopper. Hopper effect, let him attack twice. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, it could be a Canadia, but I just feel like there's another pulse back there. I don't know why. I'm going to grab Zektahawk. Just in case it is pulse and the other one's like a battle trap, I could just attack through it. So I can attack directly for 6,800. So, just gotta have something to stop it. Oof. Nothing. Nice. Swift OTK. Beautiful. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it. We had a couple fast OTKs there. The deck is fun, like as you saw. We didn't see any Kiteroid on our climb, but it definitely is very prevalent. It was all over the KC Cup. I saw it like every other couple of games. So the deck isn't as good as it could be. Like right when the box came out before Kiteroid, it was it had some solid potential. But it's still not bad. It's still not bad at all. It's very cool. I like the style of the Inzektors, just like equipping themselves to each other and then getting effects when you send them and when they're sent. And then being able to use Cocoon to summon Queen is also a really cool element, because Cocoon allows you to dodge stuff, also is another OTK factor, and allows you to banish it from the grave to draw. So really cool deck, really fluid, I think, overall, and I like that I don't have to play Neos for it to work. But there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Peace.